Hey guys, Tien here bringing you a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the newest build for the Earthlings team that I think is probably the best build. This is obviously for being very specific, like this is like an Earthlings only team, which you don't necessarily have to do, right, because Tao leads Earthbred Fighters and Mission Execution, but he does give the full 220% lead to Earthlings, right? So this isn't the ideal Tao team, right? Because I would probably change out someone like Bunny Bulma or STR Bulma immediately for like Glorio. And then to be fair, I'd probably change out both the Bulmas for like Glorio and Path to Power Kid Goku. But we're going to make it Earthlings only, and we're going to jump in and see how we get on. Now, the thing with this team, I will say, is when thinking about what event to do, because I wanted to show this team, and you know, the whole point of the video is like, is this the best build for the Earthlings team, like a pure Earthlings team? The problem is, a lot of the characters on the team, I say a lot, but it's like Yamcha, Bunny Bulma, to a certain extent the STR Bulma. In some of the difficult events, they will rely on dodge. So the problem is going to be, obviously, like, one of the events I would like to test out, like if I'm going to do a video that's like, is this the best version of this particular kind of team? An event that jumps to mind immediately to like jump in and do would be Jiren, right? One of the Jiren fights, but normally it's the Goku story Red Zone one is the one that I like to do, because I feel like that one is the hardest one, maybe. The problem is, any event that disables dodge is going to be difficult for some of the units on this team, right? Like Yamcha is almost entirely dependent on dodge for his defense. Bunny Bulma is the same. Bulma will be supporting like everyone on the team because she supports Earthbred Fighters. A couple of other categories as well, but everyone on the team obviously is an Earthbred Fighter. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to think about the category as a whole, because this is something that we've talked about quite a lot in the past, where a good celebration, even if it's a filler celebration like this, should elevate the category that it's kind of centered around, right? So with Tao and like General Blue, his banner unit is pretty good. With Tien, with the Yamcha EZA, like the Earthlings team has got some significantly strong units. We're going to get the Tien Prime Battle EZA LR next week. We haven't seen the details for that yet, so we don't know how good he's going to be. But yeah, this gives you want at the end of the celebration for the team that's been sort of the focus to be good. Now, obviously, Earthlings is not quite one of those teams where, you know, you're spoilt for choice and you don't know who to include as the 6 characters because there's so many different options and you don't know who to pick, right? We still have to bring characters like the Bunny Bulma and the STR Bulma. The Bunny Bulma is obviously newer and has the dodge chance built in, can get extra dodge as she dodges during the turn and stuff like that. But the STR Bulma, who of course at one point was the best unit in the game, is getting to the point now where she is kind of outdated, right? Like against any of the post-anniversary bosses, like if they can't be attack lowered, they are potentially going to do a lot of damage to her. Like this Vegeta builds up over time as he takes more and more attacks, and by the time he gets fully built up, like he could do damage to Bulma even with his normal attacks. Even General Blue, who is Tao's banner unit and is very, very good, when Vegeta's fully built up, like he will do a lot of damage to General Blue even with normals if he doesn't dodge, right? So the team is still not perfect, but I mean, considering how, unsurprisingly, because they are the most popular characters, right, the game does usually, or has usually, focused around teams like Pure Saiyans and Fusions, so like any combinations of those, like Power Beyond Super Saiyan, all that kind of stuff. And it's, you know, ever since Earthlings even became a category, there's a lot of the categories like Earthlings, DB Saga, Earthbred Fighters you kind of get away with because it's got like Goku and Gohan and Trunks and stuff on it. But a lot of these teams that were just focused around the human characters obviously have never been super, super OP, like meta busting teams. But yeah, I feel like this team's definitely in a much better spot now. I'm gonna have to float off Yamcha here because I did want to get this setup going where Tien is really, really good if you use him in slot 2 and then put him in slot 1 on the next turn. It works out really well. Yamcha obviously ideally wants to get built up quite a bit first. So actually him being in slot 7 for this run is a little bit annoying. But we'll see. We should be okay. But yeah, Tien, lots of damage reduction before receiving an attack. Then he gets that huge extra buff. He's got the buff for multiple turns from having already attacked in turn 2 on the previous turn. So yeah, that's a pretty good attack stat right there. Because was that? Yeah, because, well, actually, no, hang on. I actually now can't tell. There's too many. You know what? The attack stats need to have the commas in them. Because Tao, there's no way that was only 18 million, right? Although, actually, no. Did we get him? Actually, that's a good point. Did I get many rainbow orbs for Tao? Because, yeah, like, attack stats are becoming so big now that it's often difficult to even tell at a quick glance exactly what they are. Because unless Tien was hitting like 220 million, which, I mean, he does hit incredibly hard on Tao's team, but because 22 million almost seems like way too low. He does get more of an attack bonus in slot 2, but he gets a bonus that he keeps for multiple turns. He also gets a bonus that he keeps for multiple turns when he attacks in slot 1. So I think the combo potentially is that now he's going to hit harder in slot 2 on the next turn. But as you can see, I mean, the thing with the Vegeta event as well, especially, is that he has a lot of HP. So it takes a very long time to get through this event. But with the team putting out enough damage, obviously we are going to be able to take chunks out of his HP bar fairly easily. Tao is a very, very good slot 1 tank. Yeah, 67. Because, yeah, I've never seen Tao as low as 18, but I did forget about rainbow orbs. So, because I was trying to make sure there were rainbow orbs for Yamcha, so I think I actually may have not picked up any for him at all. And that makes a huge difference because he gets a large amount of attack from the rainbow orbs, Mercenary Tao. But General Blue, not obviously with type disadvantage, not getting past the damage threshold here if he doesn't crit, which is understandable, but as long as he gets the dodges, then we're all good. Bulma builds up damage reduction over time, so in some of these events, as long as she can survive the first few turns, you can kind of get away with it. Because, yeah, she's still got guard for a certain amount of turns as well, and then she builds up damage reduction each turn. But yeah, this turn now with the extra support as well, Tien should be hitting incredibly hard in slot 2. He's at 1.24 million defense start of turn. So go ahead and grab those for you. Get those out of the way. Bulma, I haven't used her enough to... She doesn't need a specific type of orb, does she? She just needs to be attacking with 12 or more ki, which is fine. So just grab those. Alright, so this should be a big damage turn, because Bulma provides 50% attack and defense to Earthbred fighters and DB Saga, so either way these guys are getting the support from her. So this should be a pretty good turn. 64 million for Tao. Of course Tao can hit insane numbers when the enemy is stunned, but still very, very good. Turns where you get the additional are crazy as well, because he's got no built-in additional, but he does so much damage with one attack that turns where you can get the additional, obviously really, really good. And then let's see what Tien has got here. Yeah, see, that's 102 million right there. Yeah, that's crazy. You think about doing 102 million attack stat with a crit, and it doesn't take off like a full health bar from the enemy. That's just how much HP this guy has. It's like 1.2 billion or something. It's crazy. Yamcha to the rescue against Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And he actually does damage, well, she, I guess it's her, really, but does damage with the super attacks. The fact that after a triple super, she takes double digit, I don't think, he's not fully built up yet, but the fact that she still only took double digit damage when she didn't dodge then is actually relatively impressive, I have to say. I guess the big problem when it comes to using Tao and Yamcha on the same team is that they both want rainbow orbs. So... because I can get 4, so I can do the thing with Yamcha now if I want, where we do the active skill. So now he's already attacked once. if we get 4 rainbow orbs, he now has a 100% chance to dodge. And then we can get those rainbow orbs for Tao, so he still gets 3, so that's good. And then we'll grab this one here for General Blue at the end. So, I mean, considering how long this fight can be sometimes with, like, some teams, the fact that we're on turn 6, but we've already done, like, almost half of his HP, I think is actually pretty good for this event. Now, there are teams where, like, we've done challenge runs on stream before where, like, someone will, like, use this team against Blue Vegeta, and then we realise it takes, like, 40-odd minutes to do the entire run. Because he's just got so much health, and even if you can get past the, like, damage threshold and you are actually doing damage to him, he's got so much HP that it still takes ages to kill him. So, but Yamcha doing his thing here, getting a bunch of supers off. He can build up to doing some pretty good damage. Post all of these super attacks, his defense is decent. And then obviously building up that dodge chance with the fact that he did the active skill as well. I think, did he do 4 supers? So is it like, if he did 4 supers, he would have been 100% because we did the active skill. If he only did 3, it would have still been 90%, which is very, very good. But yeah, Tao getting him almost to half HP here. And then General Blue, of course, as we know, not going to be doing any damage unless he does crit, which he is seemingly not doing. He double supers. I can't remember what his condition is actually for an additional, because he double supers pretty much every turn. Hey, we got a crit. He actually did some damage. Let's go. Alright, good stuff. So then we go back to... We attacked with Tien in slot 2, didn't we? So... Oh, we do have the active skill turn as well. How do I want to do this? So... We can get the orbs for Tao first, because we want to make sure we get the rainbow orbs. He did attack in slot 2 last time, so I do kind of want him to be in slot 1. But with this being the active skill turn, see, I kind of want to use Bulma's active skill first, but I can't, because then that changes the orbs, and I need to pick up the orbs with her. Although her active skill does give all allies a little bit of extra attack and defense before we pick up her orbs. So if we do this, right, grab those, then do Bulma's active skill. It means Tien's going to get all the orbs, which is not necessarily good. Or do we just do Tien's active skill? Although actually, I think it's too late now because I've picked up the orbs, and he has to receive an attack to get those buffs. Because we could have used his active skill in slot 2 and moved him into slot 1. To like get the most benefit from the active skill. Maybe I will just save it then. So we'll do this, and then we will still active skill with Bulma, because this is going to be a big damage turn from Tao and Tien. And then we just grab all of the orbs for Bulma so that she gets the big buff here as well. I think that's the way to go. So we'll see how we get on here. Obviously Tao's going to take double-digit damage regardless, but these guys should both be hitting incredibly hard. Tao got the 4 rainbow orbs. Yep, so he's at 83 million. It's pretty good. There's that crit. And then what's Tien going to do for his 18 key here? Yeah, 105 million. It's pretty good. 105 million. No crit, but damn. That's what we like to see right there. And then Bulma at the end. I mean, we got a lot of orbs, so she might do damage. Her active skill does make everyone effective against all types, as well as the damage support, so hey, nice. There you go. Even Bulma doing some damage. Let's go. Does she need to crit, though? Oh, well, she did anyway. And then she takes double-digit damage from the normals. I mean, pretty good showing from the team, right? Like, damn. Okay, so again, we are kind of stuck with the how do we get the best. I think we probably do this. Okay, yeah, plenty of rainbows drop down for Tao. Tao still gets the 4 rainbows. Love that. Dokkan attack next turn then. So Yamcha with the dodges. The important thing is dodging the super, which we did. So there you go. And then Yamcha, as we said yesterday in like the initial showcases, once he got his EZA, like his first attack stat of the turn might not be the craziest, especially once his intro buff wears out. But then as he gets like multiple supers, he's greatly raising his attack and defense, which the defense raise obviously very, very good for getting each of these supers. When he's built up fully, which he is now, he has a 100% crit chance. So he's always critting on these supers. So even though he's not doing insane damage, like he's done 3 supers, they're all crits. Now it's a 4th one. So now he's back up to having, he's got 90% chance to dodge currently after attacking. If he gets another super, okay, it was a normal, typical. Otherwise that literally puts him to 100%, which is ridiculous. And then Tao's still rocking a 60. Bear in mind, Tao on this rotation, no mission execution allies, not like a ton of links active. Still casually just dropping numbers like that, tanking for double-digit damage. Yeah, this is very, very good. I think we probably just get the W this turn, coming turn with Tien, right? Because we get we use the active skill with Tien and then put him in slot 1. And then big damage. So, and yeah, there's only 1 attack in slot 1, so that one should be the super. So let's get Tien's active skill in here. Why not? Haven't played it a whole bunch since obviously I don't have him.
There's nothing. I'm aiming right to the stage. Try beam.
Yeah, it looks so good. You gotta love it, the tri-beam that leaves a giant square. But yeah, very, very cool. So, we do that. That puts him up to 1,000,000 defense. Then we put him in slot 1. Then let's grab those just to get some orb movement here. I can only get 2 for Tao, which is not a crazy amount, but... Oh yeah, we're getting the Dokkan attack with Tien as well. So, I mean, this is... I don't want to say... I was going to say potentially the GG turn, but... Because it's deceiving, because like Vegeta doesn't have a lot of bars left, but because he has so much HP, each one of those bars is a ridiculous amount of health. So, also hitting the things. Oh, it's gone way slower than I thought it would. Okay. Well, fair enough. Tien's only got 66 million here in slot 1, which isn't the craziest, but. The volleyball attack. Still very solid damage. And then Tao didn't get quite as many orbs, but has the support from General Blue on this turn. Tien just dodging everything post super as well. 52 mil. So yeah, I think we will probably need the next turn. And of course, as I said, like every turn now is the risk that like it's only 1 attack here at the end, but if General Blue doesn't dodge this normal at the end, then we die. Because fully built up, Vegeta does do some pretty big damage with his normals, and General Blue has type disadvantage and no guard. So, obviously, he's taking excessively more damage than he would in a normal situation, right? Against a non-int enemy specifically, but he gets the dodge. The Dokkan attack, obviously, responsible then for giving us the full heal. It is a shame that Yamcha, the only downside I would say for him, is that he doesn't have the ability to get 5 rainbow orbs pretty much ever, because the problem is to get 5 rainbow orbs. Can I get 5? I'll still be able to get 5 orbs with Bulma, right? Forget those. To get 5 rainbow orbs, realistically, the only way a character can do that is by having the thing in their passive where they get extra ki per rainbow orb. That's why, like, AGL Gogeta from the anniversary will be able to get 5 rainbow orbs with his orb changing. Because the way the Dokkan thing works, if you don't know already, I know I've mentioned it a bunch over the years, but it always targets the path that will give you the most ki. So, for most characters, if there's even 1 orb that's the same colour as them, obviously that orb gives them an extra ki, it gives them 2 instead of 1. So that's why it will always give you like 4 rainbows and then 1 like int orb if it's Yamcha, for example, because that gives him more ki. Whereas if he had rainbow orbs give 2 extra ki, even though he doesn't need it because he's a TUR and he's mostly at 12 ki all the time anyway, that means that a line of 5 rainbow orbs gives him 15 ki, which no other line of orbs would do, which means he will then always target if there is a line through to get 5 rainbow orbs, it will always pick those up. So only characters that get extra ki from rainbow orbs pretty much are able to get the 5 rainbows, unless you've changed like the entire like half of the field into rainbows, and then it's got no other way to go. Because yeah, that would be insane for Yamcha, because 5 rainbow orbs picked up means 100% chance to dodge before attacking. But anyway, there you go. So we took him out. I mean, to be honest, with the length of some of the runs that I've had for this event against Vegeta, I would say that that was a pretty decent time. And there you go, for a full Earthlings build, which, as I already said, you don't have to limit yourself to full Earthlings with Tao's leader skill. This team already would just be better by adding in Path to Power Kid Goku and Glorio, probably instead of, I think against Vegeta specifically, I'd probably drop Mercenary General Blue just because of his potential weakness. But I mean, he dodged every single attack, so yeah. Is this the best Earthlings team? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Definitely very, very strong. But yeah, for the people like me that didn't pull Tao or Tien, like Yamcha's EZA has definitely been fun to use, but not a team that I will be able to run too much, like especially not consistently this good. But let me know what you guys think. If you did pull Tao or Tien or both, let me know how you've been running their team setups down below in the comment section. But that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.